Houston, we have a five-time champion, my friend. This is theoretical. He said what he'll do if he had the goddamn Great One's team, so we're gonna put the Great One on his team and see what he'll do.
Tip-off goes to Denver.
Let's go.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Can't be out there with Martin. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Iverson. And it's Anthony in the Now here's Anthony. From T. Iverson hits the three-point bomb.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the three ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
Here's Kobe.
Give me that mid-range, what? Deep mid-range.
And to be just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Let's go.
Iverson outside.
Let me get that. Damn.
He buries the jumper. Iverson's got 5.
How about that? Good clip. What a screen by Smith.
They get it again. Yeah. Master Kobe. Good work defensively by Mark.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
No.
3, Smith. Now man pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
4 on 3 break.
Oh.
It's stolen by Bryant. And Yao gets it.
Count that assist.
Calvin is a handful when he's this deep in me. Virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of position. Easier said than done, though.
Natty with the steal. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Iverson kicks to Anthony. Lets the free fly. Can't hit that one. So Houston will take it the other way. Bryant passing the out. 2 points. Back and goes. Yau's got his second basket of the night.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
Iverson, no doubt. Here's Kobe. Slams it in.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dumps like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Iverson. He has 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Damn.
Offensively, for sure. And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Young. Jackson gets the goal.
Give me that, boy.
10 grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Iverson outside. And the rebound goes to the Nuggets. Yau's got his fifth rebound at that one here tonight. That team coming up answers for Bryant. Bryant got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pass to left. Takes the 3. Houston gets it back.
Give me that. Deep mid-range again.
Bryant's got 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle steps for the Rockets.
They've come out and attacked the
Good job, boys.
They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers. Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Houston making some changes. Some others check in for Lance. Head comes in for Shane Batty. And Brooks subbed in for Jackson. And then Wilson making the switch. And Eduardo Navarro checked in for Anthony. Houston leading by 6. Kobe passes to Matamba. It's a nice pass.
Count that, boy.
And really deep through that time. 9 points for Kobe Bryant.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he's going for the alley-oop.
The screening season is right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easiness of the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Oh yeah, we got a goddamn point to prove.
Iverson up top. He has 5. And stands up on Campbell.
I'll tell you what, this vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Yeah. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance in the line. Well, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group. Again, the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. It's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology, if you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that too in their locker room now. Kobe dishes to Brooks. Right side, Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, flat out assassin on offense. And most importantly, this guy's a leader too.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Stolen by Brooks. Offense for Bryant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Iverson. He has 7. Pulls it from the elbow. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the 3-ball is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. Yeah, shots fall off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's tipped. Brooks with it. Iverson picks him up. Kobe passes the out.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach. And, you know, that involves pounding it inside and as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Frazier the pass to Hunter. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out. Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the back.
Ryan is double. Back to Brooks. Looking for Yao. He gets it there. Moves over Frazier. And Yao gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. That's 12 points for Yao.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. Around the pass to Hunter.
Damn.
With the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated.
Oh, no. No, he won't. No, he won't.
You know, when you're looking to close a gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Here's Kobe. What's up on this is the kick out to Brooks.
Give me that, boy.
And those were on the last seconds of this time. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Rockets lead by 14. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Let's go. Right back to the action.
And welcome back to the
Right back to the action. Let's go.
Basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign for ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the floor for Denver to get going here in the second quarter. Frazier is out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's a Barton Omaha. Then it's Nene. And at the center, locking down the middle. Patty is checked in. And Denver also making the switch. Anthony's checked in. Nene outside.
Man, what's wrong with
Puts it up from 15. And Head pulls it down. Houston leading by 16. Francis passes to Mattel. And stolen by Hunter. Frazier with it. Williams picks it up.
Damn.
Frazier outside. There's the pass to Hunter. Here's Nene. And foul on the shot. Going to shoot two. The free throw.
Also, the Nene brings on both ends. He knows how to use it, too. A guy you don't want to fool around with at all.
Houston making some changes. Landry comes in from a top, and it's Jackson in for Luther Head. No one that time either. Here's Francis. He kicks it to Jackson. Passes it to Francis. Puts up a three. Hubbard grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 16. Anthony, no one around. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Here's Francis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Rockets again get hit.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Anthony, the second effort.
Oh, man.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And here's what Denver's going with right now. Marcus Camby, who's checked in for Nene. Martin comes in for Hunt. And Smith subbed in for Eduardo Navarro. Now here's Jackson. Here's Francis. Sinks the triple. Francis has got his first 3 points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead now.
And I don't know who the fuck that is. The minute playing goddamn, I think he's playing the 5. If he ain't playing the 5, he's playing the 4.
Here's Frazier. Down low. From 12 feet out. Misses off the left eye.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Patty in the pass to Francis. There's Jackson with the 3.
Yeah, he playing the 5. Williams, motherfucker. That's a roster field.
Gets Anthony with the drive. Laid it with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Outside Jackson. Shoots over Frazier.
Shot.
A little up, but the bounce goes his way. And so it's Frazier who will bring it up for the Nuggets. Deep 2 for Anthony. From out of the way, he knocks it down. Anthony's got 9.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Francis.
Damn.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play change here for him.
Battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and he really knows how to motivate this team.
Great defensive play. Then the effect stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before where they can set up the defense.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Frazier kicks to Anthony. Outside, Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. That one off the
On the goddamn,
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Francis. Offensive rebound. Heading outside. Goes back up. And he hits the jump shot. Francis has got 8 points here in this quarter. The Nuggets trailed by 19. Inside. And slammed down by Campbell.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, combination of power and power.
Stolen by Jackson.
here we go.
Great for the Rockets. And that one's good. Francis.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Target with his 3.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Francis.
Oh man, that's my fault.
And
Yeah.
the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Frazier. Up again.
Damn.
Hangs in there and flashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets.
Let's go.
Iverson's checked in for Denver. Rockets lead by 17. Ryan is double. Pass to Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marcus Campbell. The Rockets shoot their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that. Made them pay.
Now here's Iverson. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Smith missing.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this
Damn,
lead.
that motherfucker. I
Really
mean,
a
pass
reflection
that
of
bitch.
their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me
Oh,
they've
no, you
gone
don't.
after this win a little bit more.
Here's Anthony. And here is Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Sweet little floater. Iverson's got 11.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
It's Bryant. High post.
Trash now, Kmart.
Boy, what a great athlete Kobe Bryant is.
You that motherfucking nigga,
watching
and
him
you
take
better
flight
than
and
3 miles.
champ it down,
Goddamn it, hey.
doesn't get much better than
Better
that.
fall back with the goddamn mama.
Smith outside. The dish to Carmelo. Pass to Martin. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Can be good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's Brooks on the wing. Now against Candy. Outside Bryant. A beautiful reverse layup. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, with Bryant's height and quickness, he can score very effectively down close to the rim. Very skilled inside.
To the inside. Always going up for the end here. And here's Anthony for 3. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. But D has to respect that quick release and get out.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Houston on top, up by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal.
And the check. Henry Smith, let's get to it. Houston holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they just outran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry fees were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet in.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage of these shots. Not really showing any energy on defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Let's go, because we're trying to get to some
We'll
football.
see things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Carl Landry is out there with Shane Bellier. Then there's Yao. Then there's Kobe. And Jackson at the one spot. Here's the five for Houston right now. Smith scanning the field. Here's Camby. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and we've really been strong on the glass.
Damn. I tried to
You
beat that
gotta
shit.
love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break.
About time you don't motherfucker all that goddamn.
One-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
We ain't
Good
seeing the
news is
paint.
that time from Smith. 15 points for Iverson.
Boy, the quickness of Iverson. What a blur this guy is. Slithering his way through the defense and never afraid to drive it inside despite being a small guy.
And here are the Nuggets now. 19-point game. Outside Anthony. One against them. Now with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Pocket six. Camby with the block. Kobe against Smith. Here's Anthony. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Betty. Ryan is double. And it's Denver with the rebound. Martin's got his fifth.
Don't try.
Iverson, no luck. Rockets lead by 19 points. The kick out to Bryant. Double by Smith. The basket out. Feeds to Jackson.
Good take that.
Hits from the high post.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave them. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Right block shot. Two free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Shane Belly.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player. Bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
No good on the second free. Kobe attacking, and Kobe throws it down.
And Bryant just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Now here's Iverson. He's guarding closely. They get it back. It's the layup there for the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. Camby's got 10 points in the game.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things to the table.
And Kobe gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
It's blocked. Here's Francis. Iverson covered. To the middle. Out to Battier. For three. Kobe sinks the three-pointer. Kobe's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Deep two from Anthony. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Anthony's pull-up shot is lethal, guys. Exceptional at shooting while in rhythm.
Here's Francis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming out. That one's on Anthony. For Houston, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Oh, I missed this one there.
And he makes the first for the Rockets. Tempo's checked in for Landry. Ed comes in for Bryant. And it's Brooks in for Shane Batty. And then for Denver. Nene, he's checked in for Martin. And Eduardo Nahara is subbed in for J.R.
Boy,
Smith.
gonna get that one
Shot is
again.
good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders just not being aggressive
I
enough
tried.
down low. You got to play with some
Shouldn't have
physicality
did it.
in the paint.
Guys in the hustle space for the Rockets.
Guys, one of the things in this game has been how much of
Come on,
this
let's miss
scoring
this,
has
let's
come
miss
off
this.
turnovers.
Yeah, also, just the beat in terms of
Good
their
defense, too,
breaking.
man.
That's been equally as effective all night long.
Yao checked in for Houston. And Denver also making a switch. Frazier, he's checked in for Anthony. To the paint. And Yao slams it in.
I'll tell you what, you got to keep Yao Ming out of the thing. Guy is just too big and too strong and has too good a touch to let him catch it that close.
Right on the bucket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Rockets lead by 22. Here's Francis. 12 points for him. Others checked in for Marcus Kemp.
Come on.
Francis has gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. Frazier kicks to Nahara. He dishes it to Nene. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Monday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Nuggets lead by 22. Francis passes to Mattel. Houston moving the ball around. Passes to Francis. Three-pointer. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Iverson. Now Maine pulls it in. Yow's got 8 rebounds in this game. Francis passes to Mattel. Got that one. Mattel's got 6 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots always.
And that will be down where the guys out on this Nuggets with the interception. Houston making a switch. Hines checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Smith is checked in. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Cloak loose. And shot on the way. The offensive rebound. Now for Rock. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Ryan is double.
Boy, don't try me tumble like that, boy.
Defended by Bryant. Makes a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. He has 5.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know when you have that gentle touch,
There you go.
easy to come by.
Get me, yeah.
Only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
On the top of the key, and the shot is long.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from you guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Yeah, if you're going to get put out of range of the rim, then you deserve to keep dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Smith fires from way outside. Missed. And so is Houston. Finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, you put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go, and a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Nene and Warren Ahara out there with Hunter. Then it's Iverson, and it's Smith in at the shooting guard. Down low, again, takes it off the glass. Now he's got 20.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the league.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Finish from 3-point range.
And Smith loves pulling up from free. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Back to Kobe. He agrees with Jackson. Dishes it to Bryant. And a lot of guys so he'll shoot 2 here. Fans always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of it, at least in my opinion.
Looking at his after now for the Rockets. Carl Landers checked in for a tugboat. And Shane Battier subbed in for Luther Hill. Outside, Martin. Kicks it down the rock. Anthony May. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
They double team Kobe. Jackson has the open look.
Damn, nigga, you know to make that shit.
Here's Smith. Outside for Nene. No goal there. The Rockets go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Inside. And then cheered by Carl Landry.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's stolen by Bryant. And finished up by Bryant.
And Bryant has always gotten credit for being a fierce defender, clogging and digging, jumping on those steals when they present themselves.
The Nuggets decide to talk it over. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you control that. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team, each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Somebody's checked in for Yap. Steve Novak comes in for Shane Batty. That's Brooks in for Kobe. Williams also changing up. Andy comes in for Nene. And Camille Anthony is subbed in for Warren Ahara. Brooks dishes to the top. Rebound Campbell.
Damn, they ain't found my nigga.
Campbell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Smith.
And it wasn't no foul. I just straight up.
job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So
Trying to come back and shit now.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Miss.
The free throw drops for Smith. Rockets lead by 19. Here's Brooks. And he makes good on the way up.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
J.R. Smith on the wing. That's good. Great play to set up by Iverson.
For now.
Iverson's got his 5th assist in this one. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
No back outside. Denver grabs the miss. Camby's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Smith. Stolen by Brooks. Jackson passes to Mattel. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, he's going to score it with ease.
J.R. Smith on the wing.
That bitch is on fire.
And they're hitting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
We
And
got the
it's hard for me
game.
to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their
There
legs
you
back
go,
on.
right there. Hold on a second, they playing that bullshit. All right. Put Steve Francis right there. Look ahead already there. He got to come out. Where's your boy? Oh damn, he will there. No back there. Betty here. Jackson, you got to come out. Let's go. You already know who it
Player
is.
of the game, Kobe Bryant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games
The
like
whole
this,
world love
the
goddamn
deeper that
Mamba.
connection gets. Rockets lead by 17. Here's Francis. Brooks outside. Corner shot. Francis' shot is off.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith inside. Here's Iverson. Rebound by Daddy.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed
Oh
those
man,
shots.
yeah, that bitch on super
And
fire.
you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the net.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Denver calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And, you know, just look at the numbers, guys, and they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Let's go. Let's go.
Iverson with the ball. Outside Anthony. Launches a 3. Good. That's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Iverson's got 19 points.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look like you're forcing them out.
Damn.
The shot is off.
I ain't even realize I shouldn't do that shit.
Running drive for him right now. Nothing at all.
And you know, you can sense his frustration.
Oh man, they wouldn't even let me jump, man. They said, goddamn, the Kimbe old as hell.
Pump fakes therefore. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Houston moving the ball around. He tries for three. It's rebounded by Campbell. He's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
How about the explosive cleaving ability by Martin? A big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
Took him no time at all on this one. And the Rockets lead by 14. And here are the Nuggets now. On the way out. Oh, and jammed by Anthony.
And Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Rockets leading by 11. Jackson passes beyond. Yeah, slams it in.
Late in the game, big and continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
For three, Smith. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? You could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Pass to Bryant. Here's the throw. And again, it's the pass for deep.
All the opportunity to put this away and
Goddamn.
And you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the
Yeah,
win is
fine.
there, go get it.
And he's outside. On deep three-point range.
That's what I'm talking about.
Three-point range.
And that is a consistent threat from deep has a great stroke from the outside.
It's stolen by Bryant. And Kobe throws it down.
Sky high. The slam the goal always willing to stuff with style.
Player of the week, nigga.
Iverson against Jackson. On the pass to Smith. Over Kobe.
Nice.
The Nuggets with another miss.
Game was blue. Came on, showing the real niggas some love. That's what I'm talking about.
Performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And concluding the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Miller, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
Oh no.